Hey and welcome to the first part of the Flying Shapes video tutorial series. In this part I'm going to show you how to launch the application from Steam and what the main window, which functions you can reach via the main window, and only in the next part we'll go to the VR view of the application. So if you want to get started, either you have set up a shortcut on the desktop when you install Flying Shapes, or you can definitely find it in the library in Steam. Sorry, this is in German now, but this is the library button. So here you may have to select software for it to show up in the list, and then you can double click on the application and it gets started. This is the first time launch view of Flying Shapes. You have on the right side a view of what the VR user sees in his headset. That gets mirrored here. On the left hand side you have a list of files. There's no file right now because I just set it up. And so before I can do anything else, I need to create a new file. This is done by pressing the create new file button. I can also use keyboard shortcuts. I'm going to label this maybe tutorial 1. And so this is our current VR view. We'll come to this in the next part of the introduction. And if you want to move on to the VR part, you can skip this video now. I'm just going through the functions of this main window and how to import packages and mood board graphics. So this button exports the open file, so whichever file I select here and I have open on the right side gets exported as a STL and step file to a default folder. Well, there's nothing in there now, but it would usually generate these two files in this 3D objects Flying Shapes folder with the name corresponding to the project name. Same goes for the screenshot function down here. That also stores a screenshot graphics in the screenshots folder. This button toggles the full screen mode, so especially when you have other people viewing what you do, you may want to switch to this mode, or so you can use the screenshot function and switch back to the standard view. This button is just a placeholder because actually importing works by dragging and dropping files onto the application. I'm going to show this just for an STL file that is like polygon graphics for maybe 3D printing. You can set a scale factor if you want to scale up or down, and click on import. So the file gets imported. I'm not going to show, I mean, this is just from a weird perspective, but it's a car package. We see this in later episodes. So the same goes for an STP, that is a step file, a real CAD file. I can also drag and drop this here, set a scale factor and import it. This lasts a few moments because it's a bit complex, but we'll see it popping up instantly. So this is what this looks like. It's also from a weird angle, we'll see that later. And the same goes for also these mood board graphics. So if I have either something that I would like to have surrounding me somewhere to like get inspiration, or if I started working on a design on maybe a view rendering in either another application like Photoshop, or if I like scanned something, took a photo, I may want to import this and like rework the curves. I can just drop image files on here, and I have like a huge wall inside the application that I can use to like rebuild curves, for example. So that's it for this part of the tutorial. Thank you for watching and see you soon.